Hello. Today we'll talk about how to write chapter 4 and chapter 5 of the 6 chapter format. Chapter 4 is analysis, data analysis and results. You have to understand that the results of data analysis is not the same as research finding. Research finding will be presented in chapter 5, but the results of data analysis, meaning the result of what you have done to each section of your questionnaires or your interviews, according to the formula or statistical tools you selected. Okay. Now, usually, chapter 4, data analysis and results, present the data categorized in sections. Section 1, results of data analysis on demographic information or the attribute of the population and samples. In this section, you may have to present the result of analysis regarding age, sex, and other information to be put in the results of the analysis. The details of the information from the data analysis on population or samples may be presented in the index, the annex or appendices. For example, the result of the information about population and samples for developmental testing or the trying out and trial run of the teaching packages. You have to identify what type of teaching packages. For example, number 1, population and sampling, group 1. Group 1 respondents are the one who answer the questionnaire. The need for the innovative prototypes. This is step 2 of the 7 step. Okay. Then you have to say how many, what is the number of the population, and what is the number of the sample, by what mean. Okay. Percentage in terms of males and females or ages. Okay. And level of education, such as elementary education, work experiences. Then you put this in the table, okay, at the end of your research. Number 2, population and sample of the expert to give the opinions on your conceptual framework This is step number 4 of the 7 step. Okay. Again, you have to tell the number of the population and then sample how many in terms of male and females, ages, and education experiences of the experts. Okay. And then type 3 of the population and sampling and samples, those involved in your innovative prototype. In case of teaching packages, it involves teachers and the students. Okay. In this, actually, when you try out the teaching package, there are 3 steps. 1 to 1, you try out with 3 students. High, IQ, moderate, and low. Okay. Very smart, moderate, and not so smart. 1 to 1. We call group testing. And then 1 to 1, we call individual testing. And then 1 to 10, group testing. Okay. And 1 to 100, field testing. Okay. So you have to identify what the population and samples. Okay. The details of testing, in case you want to produce instructional packages, there will be detail which will be discussed later on when it comes to the time you do the research. But usually at the university level, you may not want to produce innovative prototypes in terms of package. Now, section 2 of chapter 4 is the results of data analysis on the need for innovative prototype. Of course, you have questions in there, so you just analyze the topics in the questionnaire, present the result of the analysis by the topics, and then present the results first, followed by tables. Do not present the table first and use the so-called term from the above table. Don't do that. You present the result of your analysis first, followed by the table. Okay. Now, section 3 will be the result of your trying out of your innovative prototype in case you want to produce teaching package. The results of individual testing 1 to 1, the results of group testing 1 to 10, and the results of field testing 1 to 100. Okay, we will not go to details in this script. Okay. Now, section 4 of your chapter 4